We now enter into week 4, nearly the halfway point of our term, and there's been many challenges that have gone on over the first couple of weeks. There's no doubt that the COVID pandemic has ripped through this state, let alone had a significant impact on our school. But I've been so impressed by our students and our staff who have continued to excel in their curricular and co-curricular pursuits. Part of the strength of this Marist community is how we seek to strive for a common cause. This week at the Marsden Assembly, our assembly was focused around excellence, but moreover, how do we as a community build our culture? Daniel Call in the book The Culture Code talks about some of the key areas of a highly successful group that makes a great culture. First, they're energetic and they're engaged. People accept feedback and they're effective listeners. Part of being in this community here at Newman is about how do we, within our Marist charism, how are we present to our young people? Part of being present is that we have to listen. We have to accept feedback. We need to challenge. Now, over the last couple of weeks, there has been some challenges right across the school. But if we can meet those challenges, if we can, as a community, seek to build a college that values the dignity of ourselves, the dignity of each other, and then we can work together, there is no doubt that the learning and faith pathway of our students, with the support of our teachers and yourselves as family and guardians, that this community for our kids will be one not just of choice, but one where they feel safe, they feel supportive, and they can really reach the goals and aspirations that they have for themselves. One of the most exciting developments in our community over the next few years, no doubt, is the consolidation of the college on one site. There's been so much interest in this, and the consultation, which has taken place over many months, in fact over the last couple of years, has now come into its fruition. As you saw in the last newsletter, you noted that we've now covered the creek. But the next step from just covering the creek between Lavalla and Marsden is the commencement of the build for this consolidation. So next Wednesday night, the 25th of May, between 5 and 6 p.m. on the Marsden campus, we'll be hosting a community information night. So I'm really keen for parents, families and all those interested in this consolidation to come along to this meeting. And finally for me today, one of the highlights of our college year is Champagne Day. And Champagne Day will be celebrated right across the school in a couple of weeks' time. But it's interesting to note that Champagne Day really is a celebration of Marist education right across the world. And for Australia this year, we celebrate 150 years. Now our college, with colleges right across Australia, have made a commitment to support Marist Solidarity, which is a special work, an international aid and development agency that is facilitated and run by the Marist brothers. One of the areas of support this year is to continue our work and support for dislocated and marginalised children of the Philippines, but also for a new early childhood centre that will be built in Timor-Leste commencing later this year. So as we move through the rest of the term, I encourage students and families really to get behind Champagne Day, our fundraising efforts, and to really celebrate Marist education.